Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you're able to see my face with the lighting. I know I'm getting kind of an early start this morning, uh, which I typically love my mornings, so I don't mind it. But I had a couple things that I wanted to talk about this morning and hopefully leave you guys better informed. Just a few things. But hopefully, everyone had a great weekend. Hopefully, your new year is off to a good start as well. So let's get into it. One of the things that I was talking to some people this weekend, realized how many people don't. Well, first off, everyone wants to make more money, but no one wants to be in the position to be able to do that. And here's what I mean by that. When you break it all down and you look at the people who really are the top earners and who make the most money, or we'll just say, because everyone says it's six figures and above, right? Because that's kind of like once you cross that threshold, you move up into where you start to make some real money. But the majority of that has to do with sales, right? And I made a video about this. I don't even remember how long ago, but talking about the fundamentals of sales. And you look at all of executive leadership, they're all about sales. They're selling their company, right, to other investors, to other people who may be interested in using their services, and they're packaging up their employees as their commodity and saying, look, this is why you should work with us, because we have some of the best and brightest, and they're doing the pitch, right, and doing the sell. And that's really what the crux of, like, if you want to make more money, you got to get in sales, and you have to have a deep understanding of sales. And especially with any career that you choose to go down, to a large degree, doesn't really matter, as long as you have a strong sales background and you're able to communicate effectively and present yourself in a way and dress a certain way and be able to communicate your ideas effectively and be able to stand in a room and maybe you are a great synthesizer, right? And here's what I mean by that. One, a lot of, like, I've worked with a lot of accountants over the years and a lot of computer programmers or whatnot, and IT specialists, and I'm just singling those people out just because that's who I've had a lot of experience with. Oftentimes, they're not good at communicating. Not saying they can't talk or anything like that, but they don't enjoy being in front of people, or they don't enjoy. Oftentimes, they like to be in their back corner doing their task, and their task doesn't change from day to day. It's kind of the same. They just kind of leave me alone, let me work in this corner, and just get my work done. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are a young person and you're going to college, I would strongly encourage you to consider sales in some degree, or communications, learning how to communicate your thoughts and ideas well, because you're selling yourself every single day. All of us sell ourselves, whether you sell yourself to your spouse, your boyfriend or girlfriend, or you sell yourself to your kids on eating their vegetables. Everything is always tied back to how well you can sell an idea or something, or product, or whatever it is. But you learn to master that, the world is your oyster, because, like I said, nothing is not without using the skill set of sales. You have to do that. And I would also couple with that is being visible. Everyone wants to work from home now, and I get it, right? It's convenient, comfortable. Why not? You can make a living, you save money on gas, and a plethora of other reasons, right? You can live further out of the city and buy cheaper real estate, cost of living maybe a little bit lower. Like all those things make sense. But as far as career advancement, being visible and being a face that they see and a personality that they know and trust, and being able to just be dependable, right? And they just say, oh yeah, I know so and so. When the position comes up, you're the first person that comes to mind because you're in the room. People feel your energy, like they get it. As when you work from home, you're kind of like probably the first one to get laid off, honestly. And I'm not saying this for everyone. I'm just saying, like, you want to definitely get your name out there, get yourself out there, and be more visible in the company. That's the best way to further your career and make money. But going back to the accountants and the programmers and such, the person who can bridge those two, like, you can go from the back office to the front office, and you're able to package that and communicate that effectively to both sides. That's the people who usually become upper management and usually start to separate themselves from the people who just aren't strong communicators in their respective fields. Like my father-in-law, ex-father-in-law that is, had worked for Apple Computer back in the day before it was what we know it to be today. And he saw Steve Jobs all the time, and Steve Jobs gets a lot of credit, and rightfully so. No one ever talks about Wozniak. Steve Wozniak was the brains behind, like, the hardware and the software and all that good stuff. Like, he understood, like, he was a genius in that regard, or is, I should say. I don't think he's passed, but he wasn't as good as a communicator as Steve Jobs was. Steve Jobs was obviously a great communicator, and he was a great salesman. I say all that to say, not that Wozniak wasn't, didn't make a lot of money and wasn't wealthy, but in terms of Steve Jobs, it's not even close, right? Not even close. So, and I'm using Steve Jobs, but obviously most of us probably will never be on that level. But I think the lessons and the message is the same, right? Be an effective communicator. I think we got some better lighting now. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Be an effective communicator, because effective communication will lead you to better sales, which will then lead you to promotions and a better jobs and things of that nature. So, I don't know. Be good at sales. Don't get uncomfortable by it. I try and communicate this to my family members who are younger and in college, and even if you're older too. That doesn't necessarily matter. You can still learn to be a better communicator. And also, I preach this a lot, but starting a YouTube channel, I think, will help smooth that out. Again, if you have a hobby or something like that, like, start talking about it, just to get comfortable with communication and all those types of things. So anyways, I think I've said enough. Hopefully your week is off to a good start, and hopefully your new year is off to a good start as well. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Oh, don't forget to please like and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.